Welcome to Where Can I Sell My Book? All the sites for self-publishing. The internet is an amazing thing. Gone are the days of old self-publishing where you had to pay a ton of money to get 1,000 copies of your book printed and then drive all over town selling them out of the back of your trunk. With the rise of print-on-demand publishing and ebooks, now it's incredibly easy to put your book for sale on the internet and have it available to the entire world. So here's an overview of the most popular and trusted retailers where you can sell your books, and I've listed them in alphabetical order. Amazon.com. Amazon sells ebooks and paperbacks. So if you're here, I know you've already heard of Amazon because they are by far the largest ebook retailer in the world. While other retailers are slowly catching up, Amazon is still where most readers hang out. You can access Amazon's self-publishing dashboard at kdp.amazon.com, and you can also see a list of links below this video. I'll add them all so you can easily click them. You use your existing Amazon account to log in to KDP. Publishing on here is fairly straightforward and it's free to set up. Amazon will then take a commission of the retail price from each book you sell. You earn 35% or 70% of the retail price of your book for each sale, minus a delivery charge, which is usually just a few cents. And that delivery charge is based on how large your ebook file is. So if you have an ebook with a whole bunch of images and pictures, or it's very, very long, you might pay 9 or 10 cents delivery charge. If your ebook is small and doesn't have many or any pictures in it, you might pay 3 or 4 or 5 cents for a delivery charge. So the 35% royalty is for books priced below $2.99 and also for books in certain countries. And the 70% royalty is for books priced at or higher than $2.99. Amazon pays you royalties every month, but it's on a 60-day delay. So whatever books you sell in January, you'll get paid for in March. But then after you've waited your first 60 days, you'll get a paycheck every single month from Amazon. Next, we have Apple Books. They sell ebooks only, and they are second to Amazon. And Apple Books is a really prominent ebook retailer. I would put it second place as far as how many indie authors are selling their books there. You do need an Apple computer to publish your books directly to Apple using their iBooks Author app. But if you don't have an Apple computer or you don't want to use the app, you can also publish your book through a distributor, which I'll talk about later on in this lesson. And the distributor will send your book to Apple on your behalf. Apple pays out 70% royalties on every book, no matter the price. And Apple pays royalties 32 days after the month. Next is Barnes & Noble's Nook Press. So Nook Press does ebooks, paperbacks, and hardbacks, which is a relatively new feature that they're offering, which is pretty cool. In an effort to compete with other retailers, Nook Press has recently been completely revamped to add more features to Barnes & Noble's self-publishing venture. The website is very user-friendly, and you can access it at this link, which will also be below the video. Nook Press pays out ebook royalties of 40 to 60% based on whatever the retail price is that you set for your book. You can also publish paperbacks and hardbacks with them, or use their services to have a website designed to get cover art, formatting, or more done by professionals. So their services, they basically have services where you can hire them to do all of the stuff that it takes to get your book published, but you will pay a lot of money for it because it's a premium service, but you don't have to use their services. You can have your own cover designed, your own formatting and everything, and just upload it yourself to their website. So if you're looking to get print books published, I would highly recommend Nook Press because they're pretty good at that. Next is Google Play. Google Play is an app, and so they have digital ebooks only. It's a smaller player in the ebook game, but it's still a worthwhile place to publish since Google Play comes installed on every Android phone and device. And I recently read that there are more Android phones in the world than any other type of phone. So you can access the website at that location. And Google pays 70% royalties, and it pays out royalties monthly on the 15th of each month. Next is Kobo, which is also ebooks only. Kobo is a Canadian ebook retailer that is gaining a lot of momentum with readers. You can access Kobo at this link. It's called Writing Life, is the Kobo self-publishing dashboard name. It pays out 70% royalties, and they also have a Kobo Plus program, which pays you a share of the monies based on how many people borrow your book. It's similar to Amazon's Kindle Unlimited program, only your book does not have to be exclusive to Kobo to take advantage of this program. I'd also like to say that Kobo is very user-friendly and very user-centered. If you visit the Kobo Writing Life website, they have a podcast, they have a blog, And the people behind Kobo typically get on Facebook and author groups, and they have webinars online, and they're just really vocal and they're really helpful with writers, and they're always there to listen and to take your feedback and to make their program better. So I feel like I have a personal connection with Kobo because they really do care about authors. So make sure you check them out. Up next is eBook Distributors. So these are websites that allow you to upload your book and all of its metadata, which are the blurb, keywords, categories, etc., to one dashboard, and then the distributor will distribute your books to all other retailers on your behalf for a small commission. It is worthwhile to look into selling on these platforms because in addition to sending your book to the bigs like Apple and Nook directly, they also send your book to libraries and smaller retailers that don't allow you to upload your books directly. So you can choose to go all in with the distributor and publish just to them, or you can combine the best of both worlds and publish directly to Amazon, Apple, or other big retailers, and then let the distributor handle the smaller retailers for you. This is actually what I do. I publish to Amazon directly myself, but then I used a distributor to publish to all of the other smaller retailers because they have some retailers in foreign countries or just smaller retailers that I can't publish to myself, but they still get my book out there. So you're basically leaving money on the table if you don't utilize this, because you could be getting some sales every month from these other sites that you would never be able to access without an ebook distributor. So the first one we have is Draft2 Digital. They mainly focus on ebooks, but they have a new paperback beta program where they will be selling and producing paperbacks for you, which is pretty cool. So you can check them out at draft2digital.com. They distribute to all of these locations, as you can see on the left. They are a user-friendly distributor that works hard to make the self-publishing process as easy as possible. They will even convert your Word document into a beautiful ebook and paperback file. All you have to do is upload it. It's completely free. And we have another lesson on this where I will show you exactly how to do that. So while it's completely free to publish with them, they do take a 10% fee of each book sold, which means you're paying an additional 10% off whatever the royalty is from each particular retailer. But for me, it's completely worth it with the services that they give you. And Draft2 Digital pays out royalties monthly through PayPal. Next, we have Smashwords. Smashwords does ebooks only, and you can find them on smashwords.com. They distribute to all these locations on the left here. And Smashwords is one of the oldest, if not the oldest, I think it might be the oldest, but I'm not sure, so I won't definitively say that right now, self-publishing distributor. In addition to selling your book on to the retailers to the left, they also sell your book on their own ebook store, paying up to 80% royalties on those sales. You can earn 60% royalties from sales on the other retailers they distribute to. And they pay royalties monthly, also through PayPal. Now, that was the full overview of all the places you can sell your books, and so now I need you to get to selling those books.